What is going on, guys? My name is Jeff and this is Broken Paddock. I know it's been a couple of years since I've posted my last video, and there's been a few changes going on since then. Most recently, I've moved out to Kentucky with my girlfriend, so I'm no longer living in California. Sad part about that is I have left my family, out in California, along with all my friends. So I'm still trying to make new friends out here, and when I do, if they're comfortable with this, we'll maybe include them in some videos. The other big change is gonna be the car sitting behind me. As you can tell, that is not the Mini Cooper. I got rid of the Mini about a year ago, actually about 6 months ago now, before the move, because about a year ago it had gotten hit when the body shop that was fixing it was trying to fix it. Something had happened a couple of times and they ended up damaging it more 2 different times. I'm not sure exactly what happened. They said the second time that they ran it into the detail booth and it broke the bumper and did a bunch of other things. I don't know what exactly happened the first time, but it went in with more damage than I had dropped it off with. And due to that, I'm not sure what exactly had happened with the front end. When I got it back, some things were unbolted and I was still trying to figure out what was going on, and I think I was starting to have another problem with the motor. So I don't know if they replaced the oil pan or I looked in the oil pan to see what was going on. But it was one of those things where it was a better time to cut my losses than to dump a bunch of money into it, because it was at that point that it was going to need a lot more money to make it be where I wanted, especially with having the car behind me to drive every day. I was going to turn the Mini into a full-blown show car, and that's all it was going to do. But the finances weren't there to do that, and it would have cost me a lot to fix all the issues that had to have been fixed and then upgrade it to exactly what I wanted it to be. So it was just the best time, especially with the move, to cut my losses. I do still have a few car parts that I am selling. I do still have the GP kit. I do still have the whole air suspension setup and a few motor parts. I actually left the old motor that was the over-tuned motor back in California, so I will have to get rid of that when I fly back out there in a few months. But besides that, still have the truck, which we used to move a bunch of stuff across the country. And then I, of course, have the new car behind me, which is my 987 Cayman S. I was using it as a daily driver when fuel prices had gone up, and it was costing me more to drive the truck than it was to buy the Cayman. So I kind of got a good deal out of it, and it needs a little bit of work, but it is one of those things that I can do the work on the channel. I did blow the coolant bottle a week before I moved and had it shipped out here, so I was just able to order the parts, got all the parts in, and so over the next few weeks I'm going to be going ahead and replacing most of the coolant system. I got the new thermostat housing, water pump, coolant lines, coolant bottle, for at least the coolant system, so that'll all be replaced. I also do have coilovers for it. I also have a new exhaust for it, and a couple pieces for the interior. I think I've got like a fire extinguisher and stuff that I need to install while I'm doing the water pump. I gotta pull the seats out so I can get the fire extinguisher installed while I'm doing all of that. So we do have a few projects we can do with this. It may also be undergoing a color change when I can finally decide on a color and have the time and money to do that. Besides that, I've got the truck that just needs some basic maintenance. I got to do the brakes on it still. I got to pull the front license plate bracket off because living in Kentucky, I don't need a front license plate. And it seemed to have been metal riveted on, so I'm going to have to drill those out, and we'll do a video on that. I also need to wash both cars. We're not unpacking too much right now because we should only be here for 8 months to a year, hopefully. We are looking to get our own place. If we're here longer, it's fine. But again, we are looking for our own place. That way we can completely do the garage for filming and storage and keeping both cars in it, or now all 3 cars, and things like that. So we are looking for the future to do that kind of stuff. Just me and my girlfriend. We do have a couple of friends out here that are from California that we've seen a couple of times since we've been out here, and hope to see them a little bit more. I've also had family visit recently and more family coming soon. So they'll be coming out to visit every couple months. Sporadically, just because of the time of the year that it is, it's the time that they would normally come out and visit other people that are out here. And with the fact that we're out here, it's an added bonus. So those are just a few of the things that are going on. There's a little change of pace. We do have a bigger garage, things like that. Currently have the Porsche behind me, and you know, that's kind of all that's going on. If you guys have any questions or anything, you guys can go ahead and leave a comment. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the videos. I should be having some more coming out, and we're looking forward to all the changes. So I'll see you guys in the next one.